Well, hello there, Oil News Network fans. Today with me on the air is Pomade, the legendary oil tycoon. And over here is some stinky environmentalists we pulled off the street.
My name is Leaf Greenpeace, and I'm representing the green movement to reduce pollution caused by many factors, but mostly big oil.
Well, son, that has got to be one of the stupidest things I have ever heard. I hope you're aware of the many good things that oil has done for us and this great nation.
I have to agree with Les on this. Oil is what powers my Dodge 3500 Turbo Lift. Without it, how else would I be able to get to work every day?
Well, you could walk or take public transportation, or maybe invest in something that isn't such a gas guzzler. I mean, a hybrid getting 45 miles per gallon would more than pay itself back just on gas costs alone.
Well, that, I think, is just stupid.
Mr. Leaf, you're hopefully aware that the public transportation your people like to tout about still uses the same black gold to fuel stuff that normal vehicles use anyway. In addition to this, those larger vehicles use more fuel-hungry engines compared to just one man's truck.
Well, it is true that vehicles like buses or trains have used much more high-powered engines than other vehicles. But the benefit is pretty obvious when you consider that they can transport way more people than just one car, everyone driving themselves.
Well, let's just say, if one person wants to go somewhere and they're on a public transportation, everyone on that bus has to go with them to that location.
Yeah, with public transportation, everybody's going to have to go to the same place everyone else is. Like, I wouldn't want some homeless bum off the street showing up to my barbecue like you.
Are you aware of how public transportation actually works?
No.
Of course you aren't.
Okay, enough with these senseless attacks. Let's hear from Les.
Thanks, Trevor. Oil powers everything we do, and contrary to popular belief, it is good for the environment. When there's an oil spill, you always see these radical news shows talking about the poor baby ducks that are covered in oil. I'm here to say if the ducks didn't like the oil, then why'd they be swimming around in it? I think that these people that go out there and clean ducks are just sponsors for Dawn dish soap.
I can believe that, which is why Oil News Network is sponsored by Zep Pot and Pan Plus. Let's get that gunk out of your junk.
When ducks are covered in oil...
And then there's clean like you've never seen. Zep takes clean to the next level. Zep Industrial Purple Degreaser and Cleaner takes on the heaviest of the heavy-duty degreasing jobs. Pros trust our powerful, deep cleaning formula to break...
When ducks are covered in oil, it breaks down the natural protection in their skin and feathers, exposing them to the elements which can lead to things like hypothermia.
You definitely made that up.
I did not. I have the source. I got it right.
A source? Boy, there are no sources in a debate. It's the knowledge you have with you and present at the moment. Tell me, Mr. Source, does this information come from a reputable place?
Yes, I got it from the Environmental Protection Agency.
Wow, you're getting your information from the government? What kind of sheep are you? Us in the oil business get our information from Facebook and reputable sources like Chevron and Exxon's websites.
Are you getting information on oil from the oil companies?
Well, of course I am. Duh. Why not get the information I need to prove points against you from the people that know it best?
Well, how do you know that this information is actually correct? Believe you.
What point would there be in big oil companies lying to the consumer? Nothing bad has ever happened in the oil industry.
What about the 2010 Deepwater Horizon oil spill, which killed 11 workers and spilled over 3 million barrels of oil into the ocean?
I do remember that happening.
The media blew that incident way out of proportion. And as I said earlier, animal life enjoys oil. That's why they're always swimming around in it.
Because of the Deepwater Horizon oil spill, the areas surrounding the site suffered for years.
When did this even become an issue?
Oil was first drilled in the mid-1800s. The rate at which it's being drilled has only increased over the years. This has also worsened the effects over time. Oil has damaged the environment now more than ever because it's being drilled at a higher rate and in more places around the world.
Listen, oil is natural. How can it harm the environment if it's already there? Name one place where oil has hurt the natural environment.
Once again, the Deepwater Horizon oil spill was catastrophic for the Gulf of Mexico. There have been spills in other places like Kuwait. Land areas where it's drilled, such as Texas and a bunch of places in the Middle East, have had to deal with chemicals that have been pumped into the atmosphere. They've caused seismic instability, and they have to level natural habitats to provide space for the drilling itself.
Where's your proof of this?
Here, I have some in this folder.
Get those photos up on the screen. That does look bad.
Okay, please. So what if some trees are cut down or a few barrels are spilled? There's plenty of nature and animals for all you tree-hugging hippies to enjoy.
The oil industry takes away limited habitats in often relatively untouched areas. Oil spills can make it harder for marine animals, such as birds and sea otters, to move and can even poison them.
Now, I can excuse pollution, but I draw the line at otters.
Oh,
What other issues can oil cause?
Oil drilling is not the only negative effect of the fossil fuel. The gasoline that oil is used to create pumps CO2 into the atmosphere. This increases global temperature and speeds up climate change, which will affect everyone.
Even if this is true, which I doubt it is, everyone is reliant on oil and its products. You might hear about electric cars, reusable bags, but both the drilling of oil and the consumption of oil products has been the same, even increasing in some cases.
You're right that our current society is dependent on oil, but work is being done all over the world to reduce our dependence.
How did it ever get this bad?
Ever since the Industrial Revolution, we've been using oil to power our society. It was large companies like yours that took advantage of that need to create the problem we have now.
You can't blame me for following the market.
How do you work for this guy?
I don't know. How can we solve it, and who has to solve it?
Companies, governments, and individuals need to work together to create renewable energy sources and to reduce our dependence on oil products. Drive less gas stoves, use things twice, and support groups that work to change things for the better.
You disgust me.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my gosh, he's going crazy.
What's he doing?
What's he doing? No. That's where all the used motor oil cans are.
Why would you keep motor oil in the trash can?
It doesn't matter. The sprinklers are blowing out.
Why are they shooting at
Holy
oil?
crap!
Oh, it's gonna blow. Go.
Oh God, I'm burning!